Yes. Hey, hello. Legend of Bold is here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm back with another video, another Lauren Chain video. I got my boy Mr. H. You know what I'm saying? On the right over there. You know what I'm saying? So they had a little interaction together. So I said, let me check it out. I haven't seen this video of these guys. I've been following Mr. H for years at this point. I'm a massive fan of Mr. H, man. Ever since his Hellraiser stuff, Alien stuff, he's a massive horror buff, horror guy. And just like me, I'm a horror dude. I was watching me follow my channel since the beginning. I'm a massive horror guy, horror fan. And yeah, man, Mr. H, you know what I'm saying? He's fighting the good fight over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Fighting the good fight. But yeah, Lauren Chen, Mr. H team up, talking about Sydney Sweeney's being not afraid of the male gaze. You know what I'm saying? Using it to advantage of saying she just accepted. She's like, hey, I'm hot. I'm it. I embrace that. That's what she's done. That's what a lot of people can't seem to understand, and women hate her for it. They hate this woman for it. Especially the flipping SJW people. They hate that stuff. They do not like that. Or they say, you out here getting over, being good looking for sure. We're about to bury you, but it hasn't happened. Sydney Sweeney is Hollywood, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's bringing Hollywood back. She's bringing sexy back. Yeah, that's basically what she's doing right now. So yeah, so let's go. Let's check this video out, guys. Like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. You know what to do. Leave a comments in the comment section down below. You silly, sweet sickos. I know you're out there. I know you're out there. No, just playing. Anyways, let's go.
I think back to people like Michelle Pfeiffer, Angelina Jolie, some of the most beautiful women you can imagine. And there was, at the time people were saying, well, hang on, this is unrepresentative. This is causing depression amongst women. It's too unattainable. I think there's something to be said for, I mean, frankly, the aspirational aspect of a lot of these pieces and a lot of these women. You don't always have to look for relatability in your media. There's nothing wrong with it, and sometimes you that is what you want, but it shouldn't only be what you're looking for. But I feel like we can't even have aspirational people or projects nowadays because we all want to be pandered to. So it's almost offensive to have someone who's that much better looking than the average person. And this actually,
Yeah, they hate. The people behind the scenes of Hollywood, they hate that stuff. They do not want that stuff. And anyone seen that video that's been released? That new Disney video that's got leaked with this head exec at that Disney who said they're not trying to hire any white people, any white males or all that. Bro. It's getting bad out here in Hollywood. It's getting bad out here. How Sydney Sweeney survived this, I will not know how, but she's done it.
I think it ties into why Sydney Sweeney is such a huge deal nowadays because, I mean, she is, I think, one of...
And she is very outspoken too, so I'm surprised I haven't shut her down yet. But Sydney Sweeney is just like saying what the hell she wants as well. Looking like that. My gosh.
The few young actresses who is that bombshell archetype. I'm trying to think of other young actresses who kind of...
She is a bombshell. She's every sense of the word a bombshell, especially in the American sense of the word. She is a bombshell.
Kind of exists.
There's no other words to describe this woman.
In the same realm as her. I'm coming up short. I don't know about you.
But no, there's not many. There's not many. There's sort of... Yeah, there's not many. Not many actresses which would sort of... that has played up the beauty standards as much as she has. So that's also important to note, is that, you can be attractive, but she has traditional femininity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Curves, bust, looks great, but also plays it up, like actually, will indulge in it. There's the whole SNL Hooters sketches and stuff like this. Yeah, but it's crazy to me, and I like it, of course. I'm a bloke, but it's crazy to me that she's managed to slip through the cracks of Hollywood, because there's very few that there is just an attack on beauty standards. There is that we're just lowering it all, and who wants to sit and watch ugly people at the end of the day? It's just...
ugly people, man. This guy, bro, I love it, bro. This is why I love Mr. H. He tells it like it is. If you want to turn on the screen, turn on Netflix, watch a big budget movie at the cinema. Hey, you for certain type of people. I'm just saying, like, even people who don't even agree with that will agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's true, isn't it? At the end of the day, who wants
Pay the big bucks for a reason to look good.
to sit and watch ugly people? I don't want to watch ugly people. If I'm watching this series, I want to watch attractive people, right? I don't want to watch
Right.
someone that looks like an ogre for goodness sake. And also, the thing about this is Romeo and Juliet's a really good example of that. Is Romeo and Juliet is a story about a man basically risking his entire it's two families risking their entire being for this true love. And yes, true love doesn't necessarily cross over with attractiveness, of course not, but it has to be believable at the end of the day, right?
Right,
You
and
still have to pair people up on a believable scale.
that's
And isn't it
something that
funny how, especially Romeo and Juliet, for instance, I mean, it mirrors modern day dating. You've got a woman punching up.
Don't worry, Lauren Chen. Let him go. Let Mr. H go. He's coming. He's gonna taste it back to you, man. He's gonna say give that forearm smash. He's gonna do back to you. Don't worry about it.
Right? You've got a woman punching up there because modern day dating standards are that, well, it doesn't cross over massively with modern day dating, but women get an easy lay, so that they think that that's my standard because a man has gone sort of crossed down to their level, I guess, if you're doing it on the scale rating. And so I don't know, it's absurd, but it only goes one way. It only goes
there's
one way.
definitely hyperinflation of female worth or sense of value in the dating market, and actually getting to the believability of it all. I'm not sure if you're at all familiar with Handmaid's Tale, the series, but
No, his tail. I couldn't finish it. I've got season 1. I couldn't finish it either. I couldn't. I think I got about 4 or 5 episodes. I couldn't finish the season. I couldn't do it. I don't know why. It just didn't appeal to me. I don't know why.
my husband and I, we watched the first season together, and he didn't really make it past the first season. One of
That's me.
the reasons is that I don't know if you're familiar with the actress who plays the main character.
Got the hook nose.
Got the hook nose, right. So I think she's a great actress. She's very talented, but she's not
She is talented. She's a really good actor, by the way. She's really good.
necessarily,
I'll say that. I'm a fan of hers. She's really good.
I think, conventionally feminine looking. In the series, spoiler alert, I guess, she's
Nah, she's not what you call conventional by any means in terms of good looking, but her acting is so good that it just kind of outweighs that, so she gets away with it because of that. In terms of the role she gets, because she puts put in these roles where she's supposed to be like this person that people really like, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what kind of real life.
paired up in a home with a husband and a wife, and she's supposed to be their handmaiden. And
Invisible Man. Hey, watch that movie. That movie fire.
And so what happens is that the husband ends up kind of falling in love with June, hook-nosed lady, over his wife. And I don't know if you know Yvonne Strahovski, I think is her name. She is a total bombshell. So let me just see if I can look her up. So June and Serena, Handmaid's Tale. But we're supposed to essentially believe as the audience, and obviously attraction isn't just about looks, but here we go, share
It
this
helps,
tab.
for sure. Absolutely helps, for sure.
Here, so on the left,
Oh, I forgot she was even in it. She was the guy's wife in it. I forgot about that. She couldn't have any kids, I don't think, right? You know the storyline has made Tale that season 1. I think his wife couldn't have any kids or something like that. I think, well, I can remember.
we have June, the main character, and then on the right we have this man's wife, and he's essentially having an affair with the left person, and he's married to the right person, and it's like, okay, well, is that super believable? And it was actually so unbelievable for my husband that he stopped watching it.
Did he have a brain aneurysm in the show or not?
No, this is just what we're supposed to buy. It's like, come on, okay.
Mr. A, chill, bro, chill.
Like there needs to be like some realm of believability. If I'm watching a show, you guys are gonna need to do the acting, not me. It should not be like on me to act as if like, oh yeah, I could totally see
But
the appeal there.
You know the outrage that would go down if it was in reverse, right? If it was an incredibly ugly man, paired with a super hot woman, the outrage that would be from people would be insane. But it only ever works on that basis, it seems.
Right, because if we look at male superheroes, we still have Chris Hemsworth as Thor. He's
Yep.
super in shape. We don't have the
Yep.
simultaneous body positivity movement on
No lies detected. No lies detected. You know what I'm saying? She ain't telling no lies.
the male side. You know, they're all still expected to have super low percent body fat and all that. No, there's a double standard for sure. And even, you know, you mentioned Sydney Sweeney. She's managed to kind of slip through the cracks. She's now actually been accused of embracing the male gaze.
Good.
For being quintessentially feminine and attractive. So, I mean, who knows how long she's going to be getting roles, I suppose, if she is being attacked in this way. I don't know how much of an ideological commitment casting directors have to casting less attractive, less feminine looking people.
Well, so you know, it's important to note you obviously do need to act as well, right? But
Right.
the concerted effort in all media has unequivocally been to have people significantly more unattractive. It's everywhere. You look at it on adverts, you know, there's fat people everywhere. You know, if you find that attractive, you find that attractive, but it's not traditional beauty standards. It's also not healthy and it's not good for you. So you can dispute attractiveness, but you can't dispute that. And so you obviously have to have talent for sure. And there has been this concerted effort to drain it down. With Sydney Sweeney, I doubt will be affected by this. And, you know, good on her for embracing the male gaze anyway, because she knows her audience, right? There's nothing wrong with embracing the male gaze when that is predominantly, as I said before, the majority of moviegoers. They are men. They like to look at things. You know, we all like to look at attractive people. As an actress, she's not massively great as an actress. She's fine. She's mediocre at best. But most...
She's the best actress that everyone knows. We know this. But she knows what she's working with. She knows what she's got. She knows her audience, and that's the key. When you know your audience, you play to that audience. That's what you do. That's your core fan base, which is dudes, and they're the ones who's paying the tickets to go to the cinema to see you. So, and then we know this. So I was gonna say, I ain't gonna see no one else but you. The other guys who's watching Euphoria who made that success, dudes. You know, women were watching that too, but hey, a lot of dudes are watching Euphoria. I'm just saying that right now.
Most actors are kind of mediocre at best these days, but she's done a very smart thing where she's established her own production company now, and she started to produce the films that she stars in. So
smart, which is smart. The money she's produced from these movies, hey, she started to produce it. I've noticed that as well. She started to direct and produce her stuff now. She's gonna get the company going. I respect that. Sydney Sweeney, salute to you.
one of the films which everyone is screaming about, which isn't particularly great. No spoilers, I won't get into it, but Immaculate.
Right.
So she's in that, and that's been a roaring success for Sydney Sweeney. But she stays on everyone's lips and in everyone's minds because of a combination of things. She's intelligent enough, so not just talking about her attractiveness. She's intelligent enough to play up her looks.
That's very underrated. Her mind. That's very underrated. She's incredibly smart. Don't get it twisted because looks like that she ain't smart. Hey, she is smart. When you are knowledgeable enough to literally use what God gave you, that knows essentially, hey, you're winning.
And she knows what creates a soundbite. You know, even she's come out and said about, you know, people looking at her and things like this. But then she's also, you know, starred on SNL and said, you know, if it wasn't for this, I'll just show my boobs and, you know, I'll be able to become a star as well. So I don't think she will be affected by casting agents that much. Not now, anyway. I think she's managed to establish herself quite well.
Right, well, we have one chat I want to get to. Saverick says, thank you for the chat. The deconstructionist ideology is creating angry blacks and self-guilty whites through propaganda is but a tool for the real bad guys. The remaining population will be the permanent consuming class. And I think there's a big attempt to create wedges between people, but that brings us to something else I want to get your opinion on. Speaking of uglification of especially females in the media space, this has been an ongoing problem in video games as well. And I think it's interesting when you look at video games because this is something where you can say when it comes to casting, oh, this person was just the most talented. This person was just they were right for the part. When it comes to video game characters, you're actually as artists, you're crafting them. You have total control over what they look like. People are choosing in the games industry to make video game characters who are female less attractive. I mean, we see this here, even like the same character across different games. Mary Jane, less attractive. Melanie Mack just did an entire video about how, why are video game characters now, like, why is this the norm? Right. And
Well,
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, so a really good example of something which has broken that mold would be Stellar Blade, Korean game. And it's so funny to see everyone just, not everyone, insane left-wing people, losing their mind that there is an attractive person as the playable character. People are like, it's just a sexualized doll. This isn't even a real person. It's literally modeled off a model.
Right.
The body is a body scan. It's a model. And they're like, that's not a real person. No, it is a real person. You're just fat and you're lazy.
Yeah, Stellar Blade was the one. Stellar Blade. Hey, let me show you Stellar Blade is, bro. Let me show you Stellar Blade real quick. Let me just show you something here. Stellar Blade, and this is what everyone's going crazy over right now. I'm just gonna give you a quick glimpse of Stellar Blade. And they actually did this is a legit model of this person, bro. Let's type in Stellar Blade up. It's a model. They actually got a model of a real person to make this character, by the way. Isn't that fair? It's a real person they got a model of, by the way. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying, bro. It's a real person who's just thick. Just saying.
And you don't make any effort with your life. And so you're a miserable.
Those Korean, those Asians don't play that, bro. They don't play those games over there. If you fire, you fire. You know what I'm saying? And you better embrace that.
Individual who just denigrates anything that doesn't look as repugnant and repulsive as you. That is what it is. It's unhappy, sad, ugly people wanting the entire world to only be a representation of themselves. And that's what's happened in video games at the moment. Because these weird video game consultant firms have sort of popped up everywhere. Sweet Baby Inc. being one of them. And they just do the same thing. And that's what we've seen in video games lately. That's why you're seeing everything just being just gross to look at, basically, because of these people. Generally speaking, probably angry feminists as well, I would imagine. So there you go. Yeah, it's Stellar Blade is the best example of it. It's the best example.
And I don't think it's a coincidence that it's also not Western, because the Asian, even if we're talking about anime, Asian films, definitely Asian games, they're not subject to the same ideological pressures that we see in the Western world. They're just not. And I think that's why, if we even look at, like, I don't want to say that, Korean drama or Asian games are only now becoming popular. They've been popular for a long time, even in the West, but I think they're gaining popularity because there are a lot of audiences who are just looking at what's happening in Hollywood and they're thinking, no, thank you. Like, there actually are alternatives. It's been the usual that Western media has been the most popular, but it doesn't necessarily need to be that way. And I think Western studios are going to be feeling it. Like, hang on a second, customers actually do have choices. They don't have to give us their money. If there are people who are telling regular stories with good-looking people, they're not trying to shame their audiences. Yeah, why wouldn't people be drawn to that instead of us?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See? And Korean dramas are hitting as well. That's the number one thing on Netflix right now, is these Korean shows and movies. They are the number one thing going right now, and there's a reason for it, because they don't play that SJW nonsense. They don't play that over there. You look good, you get a part. If you act well, you get a part. Because the thing, you don't go looking people are acting just as good. You know what I'm saying? So they don't play that stuff over there, and that's why we in the West are starting to watch their products more, because we are getting sick and tired of this nonsense. The male gaze. Anyways, this is City Sweeney. I respect Sweeney a lot. I've always been a fan of this one ever since Euphoria. I know it's all before, until Euphoria. because I was watching before. It was like, because everyone was talking about it, and then I decided to sit down and watch it. And I just binged the heck out of it. Still waiting for the new one to come out. Still waiting. Um, but yeah, I've been a fan of her ever since then. I've been following her work, and she's done very well for herself. She's got her own company now. Immaculate. Still have to watch Immaculate though. I have to watch that. I haven't seen it yet. People say it's pretty decent. So I'm gonna check that out. But yeah, it's just ridiculous at this point. I mean, come on. It's just, anyways, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do at this point. Press the notification bell. Put the comments in the comment section down below. I want to know what you guys think about this, by the way, because Tilly Sweeney has become one of these breakout stars with just pure looks. You know what I'm saying? Just looks. You never really see that anymore. That's the lost art of just how good looking you are. You just skyrocket up to the sky. You took a rocket ship to the moon. You know, that's what's happened to Sweeney over the years. And these people in Hollywood, these agenda Hollywood people have not taken her down yet, which is interesting to me. And she's kind of opened a company because she knows at some point they're gonna get to her. So she's creating her own company now. She's being smart about it. She's covering her back. She's got a plan B ready. And I like that. She's started becoming the producer, becoming behind the camera. So she's starting to build her own empire, which is very smart. She's very savvy. You know what I'm saying? She ain't stupid. So yeah, and since Sweeney is just shown the way to a lot of women out there who just looks pretty. You know what I'm saying? You can get by being decent as an actor. If you're good looking, use it, man. You know what I'm saying? You have a fan base there. It's waiting for you if we're breaking to Hollywood. So yeah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's still gender stuff in Hollywood, but if you want to get in and find a way in, there is a crack in the system. You know what I'm saying? There is a crack. You know what I'm saying? There's a back door into the matrix. You know what I'm saying? You can find your way in. You just have to be smart about it, which is what Sidney Sweeney has done and navigated very well. So Sidney Sweeney has accepted the red pill. That's what she has done. She accepted the red pill, and she's free of the matrix. She's using the matrix powers against them. That's what she's done. She is Neo at this point. She is the one. So yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, as I said before, follow Mr. H, follow Lauren Chen. These two people are amazing. Big fans of both of them. Hey, I'm out. Peace.